Hey, what's up, Impact Squad? Let's talk about this Todd Phillip Joker sequel that I know a lot of people are excited about, but I'm going to tell you guys why I think they should not really do a sequel and tell you guys what I think if they do a sequel, probably what they're going to base it off. But if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and post a comment below. Let me know what you think about a Joker sequel. Okay. Now, one of the main reasons why I personally believe that they shouldn't do a part two to the Joker movie is because for what the movie was, it was really, really good. And to do a sequel, it would appear to take away from what the first movie was. Because now, in order to make a sequel, when you make sequels, I should say, you have to regain the magic that you got from the first one. So that's what make Black Panther 2, for example, going to be hard to make, especially when you don't have a great villain set. But this is a villain, and Batman is not in this universe. Like, they show Bruce Wayne, but I don't think Todd Phillips is going to utilize Batman. I think he said something along those lines that he wasn't going to use Batman. So in those instances, I would just tell you guys that it's like really not a good idea to do a part two to this movie. But if I'm going to guess how they will handle it, one of the things, I don't know if some of you guys know this, but back, I want to say 1975, I believe, to 1980, it was a 9-issue series that Joker had. He had his own comic book. I can't 100% remember, so I apologize for that. But one is called Joker's Double Jeopardy. And in there, it was a guy by the name of Alvarez, or Senor Alvarez, and he ends up coming into Arkham, and he chose Two-Face over the Joker, which obviously pisses the Joker off because Joker's like he's the superior criminal. But Senor Alvarez chose Two-Face and said Two-Face was the superior criminal, and Joker tells the guards like, yo, this dude over here thinks I'm not a superior criminal. So he ends up breaking out of Arkham and begins his crusade to prove that he's the superior criminal. Now, I could see them doing something like that for a Joker sequel, where they take at least parts of that and implement it for a Joker part 2 by having someone like Senor Alvarez try to take over Gotham, and then Joker stopping him just to prove that he's the better criminal. I could see them do something like that. There is another one where he teams up with, it's called the Willie the Weeper, and Willie the Weeper, he cries about everything, and like you break him out of prison, he cries. If you laugh, he cries. All he mostly does is cry. And he doesn't appear in too many Batman issues, and he appeared in this Joker comic. The only thing I could see is maybe them using him as a main bad guy. And by the way, Willie the Weeper was actually based off of, I think his name was the Weeping Man back in 1980 or something, where every time he murdered a woman he would cry, which is why he got the name the Weeping Man. I think he was based off of him, just for the record. I want to say they could utilize him as a main bad guy, just because, like, make him like a serial killer type and the Joker trying to stop him. But again, a sequel to this movie just, to me, doesn't sound particularly right at all, unless they're going to use Batman or Harley Quinn. I mean, you have to find some way to keep us interested or anything. And like I said, I know as fans, because a lot of people love the Joker, so they're like, yes, you got to do a sequel. But I'm just telling you, it has to make sense. I gave y'all 2 instances. The first one made more sense than the second one, honestly, because Willie the Weeper in the comic books isn't the same as the Weeping Man in real life. So that's null and void. But I don't know what Todd Phillips gonna do, and I just want to point out that Todd Phillips himself didn't really say it's not in the works, but they're considering it, and I'm just saying that maybe they shouldn't do it just because you take away from the first movie, and it's so hard to make a sequel like that, and especially when you don't have no Batman, no Robin, no heroes in there, it's just straight villains. You got to figure out what you're going to do, unless you just have him create his own Joker gang, and then his Joker gang takes on the Royal Flush gang, and you have a gang warfare or something. I mean, you can do something like that, because if my memory serves me correctly, I want to say that there was a point in time where the Joker took on the Royal Flush gang at one point in his own solo series. So I mean, they can do stuff like that, but I don't know, y'all. It's just hard to figure out. But I mean, you guys let me know what you think. If you're new to Power Impact Comics, then I want you to smash that like button for me, smash that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys again later.